Hey guys, welcome back to Old Pecan Homestead. Isn't that sunset beautiful? Well, I came out here to do a little bit of work and I'm missing a couple things, so I'm waiting on the boys to bring that out to me. But I figured I'd go ahead and start this video because I'm going to be working on a few things tomorrow. Back behind me, I'll get this video turned around, you can see, whoop, Dakota way out there. He is working on pulling fence posts. And also on the phone with Trey from Our Louisiana Live. So y'all make sure to go check them out. Follow their channel. I'll put the link right here. And you guys can go subscribe to them. But let me show you what I'm going to be doing and a little bit of what he's working on at the moment. So you can see there's a tree planted here and here. He just got those done. We've been wanting to plant trees across this pasture for a long time, but the problem is that we have to have panels, and we have to have 2 panels so the llamas and the goats cannot reach the trees. So it gets pretty pricey because that's $50 per tree just in panels alone, and not including T-posts, but luckily we have extra T-posts laying around. And he's pulling fence post because we are going to cross fence this place before it gets too cold. So we're gonna go from that green shed right there all the way across the pasture here. Eventually we'll go all the way back, but at least to that point right there, just to get them stopped there. And then we're also gonna go from that corner and then come all the way back to these corrals somewhere, just to get this cross fenced off, because it's very frustrating coming outside and having all this mob you at once. You know, we love the animals, but when we have a bag of feed, well, the main reason is the kids. They cannot come out here with feed when we need them. We're busy and doing stuff. You know, they are more than capable of handling chores, but it's very difficult for them to come out here and try to feed these animals when all of those guys are mobbing them. And it can be a little dangerous too, just slightly, because little Burris here and the other pigs, they are super friendly, 100% trust them around the kids, but they can get a little nippy with the other animals while there's feed around. So they'll be nipping at each other and, you know, they might accidentally hit the kids, but they're super gentle other than that. So that's that. That'll be a video coming out later on. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right now and the bell if you want notifications when those videos come out. If you saw back a while ago in my short, Burris busted that. He climbed in there. Dakota had undone my panels here to get all the goats in at once, and he didn't put it back quite as tight as I had it originally. And so Augie got in there, and then Burris followed, and Burris got stuck. He just couldn't figure out how to get back out. I don't know. So he got frustrated and apparently tore up my little goat stand. But I ordered one of those new little feeding trays a few weeks ago, and I ordered off Amazon, but it wasn't Prime, and so it was going to take a few weeks. Well, they emailed me and said it had been detained, so I just went ahead and paid double the price and got the Prime one, and it came in today. So I'm going to get that fixed in the morning. I already picked up a new mat to lay over the top. Otherwise, it's worked out really great. We never finished the other half of the roof because Dakota wanted to get this thing anchored before we got too far, and the wind picked up and carried this thing off. So I picked up some rebar, and he actually hasn't made the anchors yet, but the wind's not been too bad, so I went ahead and started working on this. I know if I don't get this done, it's going to be too late, and I'm going to be out here when it's 20 degrees, freezing my hiney off, trying to get this together. So I put all this green paneling. I still got to cut that little piece off. My disc got too short and it wouldn't get to it, and I got to cut that piece off too. But I got all this paneling on. Batteries died, so there's one piece in there that I didn't finish, and then this piece I couldn't get by myself just because of the angle. It was sliding off over and over. But our friends where our cows are at let us have all these pallets, so we got all them, and I'm working on a plan inside. We're gonna put those pallets up and build a wall, and then I'm gonna have individual stalls in there. We're gonna get a solar light out here, and then we're going to build a loft right across here just low enough to where we can still walk under, and put a bunch of square bales up there. Right here is where I'm thinking I'm gonna move that mineral feeder. I'm gonna bring it right out here, right near the goat pen. I'll bring you back and show you the progress, and we'll see you back tomorrow to show you where we're at, how far we've come, and how things are looking. If you guys have any suggestions, I'd appreciate you putting it in the comments below. But stay tuned for the rest of this video. Hey guys, welcome back. It's actually been a couple days since I said I was going to be back tomorrow. I did work more on the goat pen. I got that top piece on. I'm going to pull it down and straighten it up though. I don't like it. I did not cut it clean. Another is we got the mineral buffet fixed and moved, so it's over here now. It's got a brand new tray and a piece of rubber mat on there. We just got that done. But something that I need to do really quick. Irene, you are so mean. Look how mean she is. We got all the goats in here because we are about to run them through, give them copper, give them a deworming, check over their matcha and everything, because they're getting ready to be bred. They're getting really antsy. As you can see, Irene is headbutting Betty. Some of the other girls were headbutting real hard the last couple days. And our Billy over there is really starting to headbutt the fence. So we waited because we didn't want to deal with coccidia. We thought last year that we were going to beat coccidia, and we were right in the thick of it. So this year we're breeding later like we done the past 3 or 4 years. And hopefully we'll have a good outcome this year, because this last spring was horrible. We'll have the goat barn. They've been getting alfalfa every day. They've got the mineral buffet. It's refilled now. So anyway, we're gonna run them all through. We're gonna trim hooves, check for deworming, give them copper and a little selenium just as a boost before they breed, and then we're gonna turn them all out and let this Billy loose with them. We do have to keep back his mother, which is this one right up here, and then his little sister, which I think she's that one right there. So the boys are gonna help me get all this done. Yep. And hopefully it goes smooth. This is my makeshift. I'm looking for a calf turntable or a goat turntable, but I'm a cheapskate and I don't really want to pay. We could just make up a chute system or turntable. We just don't have time. So I don't really want to pay full price. So I'm kind of looking for something that I can make work. But as of right now, I just got the milk stanchion up here. So this ought to be fun. Okay, I am exhausted. I think Levi's exhausted. Exhausted? Yeah, it's a chore working goats, especially when we don't have a system. Oops, sorry. I set up the pen over there. I showed you earlier. I put the head gate in, and we quickly realized that the goat's horns were not fitting through that headstall. I could have taken out the other bolt and we could have made it work, but it was kind of more of a pain than not. And we didn't really have a way for them to exit as soon as we were done with them. So, didn't really work out very good. So, anyway, we caught them. We kept them in that little run, that little chute, alley, whatever you want to call it. And we got most of, or we just, that's the blue coat.
What?
That spray, sweetie. But anyway, we got most of them caught manually. We just caught them in that alleyway, and I gave them their stuff one at a time, took care of their hooves. Everybody's hooves are trimmed. I have not touched these billies behind me, Billy and Weather. And then, who else did we not get? Oh, June. June's still out in the pasture. And then the Billy that we're using to breed, his little sister's still in here. But I'm not worried about catching her right this minute because we're going to leave her and his mom in here. And we're going to leave Dorothy in here because Dorothy did not get selenium and copper. And I want to make sure she gets that. So I'll just leave her in here. It's not going to hurt anything until at least tomorrow and I can go get that. And then I'm still looking for a Billy for his mama. If anybody has a big old Kiko Billy they'd let us borrow for one of our goats or let our nanny run with him, that would be awesome. I'd love to get her bred. I just don't want her son breeding her. I think we don't want to do that. So I'm hoping I can get a hold of somebody with a Kiko Billy nearby, or just really any big Billy. We don't really care what breed. We're not going the whole registered route anymore after last year's disaster. So anyhow, I gotta catch the Billy. We have one more copper bolus left and one more dose of selenium. So we're gonna make sure he gets it so we can turn all the goats out loose with the nannies and dolings and make sure he's good to go. And they're all munching on some alfalfa right now. Of course, if you don't know, Billies and Weathers are not supposed to have very much alfalfa. They can get urinary calculi, so you got to be careful with that. It's basically like a UTI. This is only the second little bit I've given them since we got the alfalfa, so it's not going to hurt them to eat a little bit right now, and I want them to have some protein in them. Yeah. I want him to have some extra protein in him before he gets out and breeds. And then, of course, the mineral feeder is set back up like I showed you guys earlier. And we're going to make sure that his hooves are trimmed up good, and then we'll let them go. We'll keep an eye. If I see them breeding, I'm going to write it down so I have a really good date in mind. You know, we're pretty good at watching them and kind of knowing when they're going to go into labor and everything anyway, but it's definitely more comforting when we know the exact day they were bred. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. And I'm not going to video this part because he's not the most friendly and I got to catch him and then take care of him. And my back is killing me from bending over, trimming all these hooves and stuff. So I'm going to catch him. And as soon as, because it's too hard to catch him on camera and stuff. But as soon as we get that done and we get him with the ladies, we'll turn him loose and we'll get all that on video. So, well, he's excited. Oh, of course he jumps on his mama first. Gross weirdo. I gotta get her out of there. That's your mama, dummy. We're not breeding her, you sicko. Hey, bro. We're not breeding your mama. I think you just miss her. Alright, let me catch his mama before he ends up actually breeding her. I'm not doing this again without a system. Whew. That is a workout and a half, chasing goats down. I need a system and a table. Let's see. I got them out though. I successfully got his sister and mama out, so we are good. It is officially breeding season on October 7th. It's our official start date. So we have 19 nannies that will be bred. Whew. I am pooped. That was That was rough. I'm thankful that the boys helped me though. He is chasing them all. Not sure who exactly is in heat. Well, the red one seems to be flirting with him a little bit, but he's not even chasing her. Betty, what you doing, sweet girl? Hi, bud. You going to get the job done? This is Mammoth's son. He was, I believe, the second set of twins born. And he come out, his mother is one of the goats we got from the Walker Farm fam. And they got some of their goats from Bodark Kiko. So he might have Bodark Kiko lines and Mammoth. We don't have a name for him yet. I really need to come up with a name. But he's 8 months old, and I'm really hoping that he gets the job done. He's pretty good size for 8 months old, and his horns are pretty impressive so far, so we'll see. There he goes.